Hey, welcome to the Be More Happy Show, with the podcast that's all about boosting your happiness and helping you navigate life challenges. I'm your host, Moes. I'm so excited that you're here with us today on this brand new season, the Reaction Reset, turning triggers into tools for growth. The reason for this whole trigger thing is because I think we all start with learning and discovering who we are. And the way we discover that is by becoming more self-aware and understanding why we respond the way we do to things and why we respond to people the way that we do sometimes. I would just talk to a girl today at the gym. She was telling me that she has to babysit one of her friend's kids at 10 o'clock. And she was like, this is BS. Like, I don't want to do this. Now I got to rush to the gym and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, why couldn't you just tell her no? You had other commitments. She said, oh, no, I'm not like that. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like what? I mean, if it's not good for you, if you feel like you don't want to do it, don't do it. Why ruin your happiness and your joy to please somebody else? Really? Yeah, but in this season, I truly wanted to help people to become more self-aware, to understand themselves better, because the more we understand ourselves, the more we understand other people, the more empathetic we become, and the more love we're able to share and give to other people. So that's what it's all about. Be more happy, baby. Yes. So this series is for the people who feel like they're walking through life constantly on edge. For those who wonder, why did I overreact like that? For the strong ones who are exhausted from holding it together, and for anyone who's finally ready to stop being ruled by old emotional patterns and start turning reactions into wisdom. This is episode number 3, the control illusion, releasing the need to fix everything. Let's get honest today. Control gets a bad rep, doesn't it? But most of us aren't control freaks. We're just exhausted empaths trying to feel safe. Control doesn't always show up as domination. Sometimes it's the constant planning, the over-explaining, the fix-it-now urgency, the silent panic when things feel uncertain or unpredictable. It's not about power, it's about protection. When you didn't feel safe growing up, or when you were blamed for other people's chaos, you may have learned to micromanage life in order to survive. Let's talk about Marcus. Marcus was always the go-to guy, the one who jumped in, smoothed things over, picked up the pieces. At work, at home, with friends, it didn't matter. If something was broken, he felt compelled to fix it. But it wasn't compassion driving him, it was fear. Fear that if he didn't fix it, he'd be blamed or abandoned or feel like a failure. The more he rescued others, the more exhausted and resentful he became. Sound familiar? That's the control illusion in action. Bob Proctor once said, faith and fear both demand you to believe in something you cannot see. You choose. Control is fear's coping mechanism. Surrender is faith's response. We think controlling gives us security, but what we actually need is self-trust. So why do we cling to control? Control is a trauma response. It says, if I could just manage this perfectly, no one will leave. If I anticipate every outcome, I won't be caught off guard. If I fix everything, I'll finally be enough. But here's the truth. You're not here to manage life. You're here to experience it. And while preparation is wise, obsession is a prison. So here's a tool I like to call the 3 R's to reset control in real time. Recognize, reassure, and redirect. In recognition, notice when you're spiraling into overthinking or overfunctioning. Ask, what am I trying to avoid feeling right now? Reassure. Place your hand on your heart and say, I am safe. I don't need to fix this to be okay. Direct. Shift your energy from solving to simply just being present. Take a walk, breathe, text a friend. Not to fix anything, just to connect. Maxwell Maltz wrote, low self-esteem is like driving through life with your handbrake on. When you believe you're only valuable when you're fixing, rescuing, or controlling, you limit your own freedom. Let go of the brake. Let go of the illusion. You don't have to earn your worth through effort. Here's the mindset reframe for anyone who gets stuck trying to manage others' reactions or behaviors. Let them. Let them misunderstand you. Let them be upset. Let them take responsibility for their own choices. You don't have to rescue, convince, or over-explain. You're allowed to let go and let life happen. That's not abandonment, that's alignment. You don't need to control everything to feel safe. You don't need to fix everyone to feel loved. And you don't need to hold the world together to be enough. The illusion of control may have protected you once, but now you're safe to rest. You're safe to surrender. You're safe to be. In our next episode, we're turning to a bigger emotion, anger. What it really means, what it tries to protect, and how you can move through it without guilt. Until then, breathe, listen to your grip, and always be more happy.